All right, it's official. I finally got my hands on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. This is exclusive gameplay featuring the villains of the BUU saga. If you want to see some more gameplay, because I got a decent amount of footage, then leave a like on this video. Show us your hype for Sparking Zero. Maybe tomorrow I'll upload some more, but it's up to you guys. But for now, we're focusing on the biggest menace of Tenkaichi 3, Kid BUU. Is he as crazy as he was in Tenkaichi 3 and Sparking Zero? I think so. So right now, for the beginning, this is my first time playing. I actually had a chance to record this back in June, but I was actually out of town, so unfortunately I didn't get a chance to play it. And every opportunity that popped up, I missed. So I'm just trying to like see how the game feels. And honestly, as a Tenkaichi head, especially one that's been playing on this channel actually for the last like year and a half, 2 years, this is as Tenkaichi as it gets. Like, bro, I'm so happy. Like, obviously I've seen the footage, but sitting here actually playing it, it's literally like, this is the successor. This is what Tenkaichi 4 should have been and is actually. So that's automatically good news. Right off the bat, I'm just trying to get the feel of the game, you know. Again, it's a lot of muscle memory from Tenkaichi itself, but I also want to see the visuals. So for the first like 2 fights, we're just going to toss out a couple of attacks to see what it looks like. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. But this is the coolest the Planet Burst has ever looked for Kid BUU out of any Dragon Ball game over the course of the past like 30 plus years. Look how clean that was. It's funny, I kind of got too into my role playing in this character in this game, because I kept accidentally killing Goku before I was able to do anything. By the way, something else to point out, this is the newest build. This is the Gamescom build. And in this, they actually had better AI, which was not previously present in older builds. And I was always worried, like, how would the AI actually fare once we get closer to the official release of the game? And honestly, based on what I fought here, this is decent. Like, you know, Bandai has been kind of like whatever about the AI in their past couple, like, 2 decades of games since, like, you know, honestly, since Rage and Blast and Tenkaichi. But this game is it. The AI actually feels like a threat. I don't know, it's weird to like explain that, because usually you think AI, you think like, oh, this is gonna be walk in the park. But I think they nailed it. And honestly, if this is just the beta essentially, for all we know, when the official game comes out, they'll have really, really good AI, and that's why I have to be super excited. Especially if you've been watching the Tenkaichi video that I've been doing with the idiots, with the smarter AI in Tenkaichi 4. There's a lot of room for difficulty, which has me super excited. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to get the feel of the game. Again, I'm just kind of doing some combos that I know that work in Tenkaichi, and I'm just trying to, like, you know, get used to the controls. And I have been playing on classic the entire time. By the way, when you load in, it gives you a bunch of options for like assists. Essentially, like, think of it like as aim assist, but for Tenkaichi. I know it sounds kind of weird. I had everything off. If you have those options on, the character will do automatic things like automatically guard, automatically like vanish and stuff like that. I don't have the full list of how it all works because I just turned it all off. I'd rather just learn myself. But I do think it's kind of dope that there is some kind of mechanic and system for beginners, which will be a lot easier for them to learn. In fact, here's actually the menu which shows you what you can do. As you can see, you can have like auto guard, auto recovery, and things like that. But again, it does waste your keys, so just a heads up. But all right, now that I kind of got the feel out of the way and know how the game plays, let's see if we can take on 2 characters. I do want to note this is the Gamescom build, and this features a brand new AI that we did not see in the last couple builds of the game. One thing that I was concerned about when I saw the gameplay come out back in June was how good will the AI be? Will Bandai do what they normally do, where they just rely on giving a character super armor and then that's what makes it difficult? No, they actually got pretty good AI in this. I don't know how good it's going to get, and I don't know if it's going to improve more. I say that as Vegito like runs away like an idiot. But as you can see, he does some combos, and he knows how to do explosive wave, and he can transform. Like, that man can fight, and I think that's kind of dope. We don't know how much more the AI will improve in the future release of the game, but I want this to be frustrating. You guys remember the old Dragon Ball games, whether you're playing Budokai or Tenkaichi, were frustrating because the AI was just so good. And then at some point, Bandai would just always rely on giving a character super armor, and then that was basically the difficulty factor. And I'm glad that that's officially gone with this. So I'm hoping that when this game comes out, they have a difficulty even above this. Because if you guys remember in Tenkaichi 4, the modern version of Tenkaichi 3 that we played with the idiots, they actually have Z difficulty, which was not available in Tenkaichi 3, and Z difficulty is insane. I want to see that come out in Sparking Zero, because that will be so hyped, so many fights offline. I mean, obviously, with a game like this, we're going to be playing a lot online, but I also want to be able to just sit back and just have some fights, you know, some what-if fights, you know, toss in a group of 5v5 or something like that and just fight like we used to do back in the day. And the AI is smart. I'm going to have fun with that. So over here, the middle was up. Vegeta gave Goku enough time to charge up, and that man was ready to throw hands. But unfortunately, he's not me. Look at that. It's a little basic, little vanish combo. And I do want to point that something what I noticed from my first time playing, is this game's all about key management. You guys remember in Xenoverse, if you manage your stamina, you usually win the fights. And here it's about ki, because ki is all about your movement. It's also your attacks, your heavy hitting, powerful ones like super attacks and ultimates. So if you're low on ki, your opponent will have the massive advantage to basically win the fight. So just keep an eye out on that. If you get a knockback, take time to charge. You know, if you get your opponent on a heavy knockdown, take time to charge. So yeah, just a quick basic 28 combo, and again, I'm taking my advantage to charge. If I had ki there, I could have gone to super or an ultimate if I was fully charged up. So just a couple of little back and forth vanishes here with Goku. We're gonna finish this man off here in a second. I actually end up missing his ultimate. One thing as a content creator is I want to see the flashy attacks as well. So maybe we just do a quick burst attack into the planet burst, and then we take out Goku, and then we take on Vegeta for the finale of this match. Dude, you can't tell me his attack is the most beautiful planet burst of all time. You just can't. Like, look at it. It's so sick. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Vegeta immediately with the smoke hops in. By the way, while he was on standby, he was healing a bit. If I remember correctly, he had way less health when he tagged out. So similar to what we saw in Tenkaichi, when you're on standby, you will get a chance to heal. I do want to know how this is going to work online, because in this build, every fight was 300 seconds. And if you guys remember, 300 seconds was not enough time to fight in Xenoverse. So hopefully, when we get in the online version of this at release, we have more than 300 seconds. 300 seconds is fine in a 1v1. But if we're doing like party matches, like a 2v2 or 3v3, it's definitely not enough. I mean, it can be, but, you know, I'd rather have more time in rank than, you know, we saw in past games. If I remember correctly, in Xenoverse 2, I think the max time you could have in rank was like 300 seconds. And all your opponent have to do at some point is just run away and end up winning the match if they have more health, which I don't like. All right, now on to Super BUU. So similar to what we saw in past games, Super BUU can go from the base form, which is this one, to BUU tanks to Gohan. And again, as long as you have blast gauge or the transformation, whatever they call it, you can transform, in this case, absorb. By the way, he does have the revenge bomber. I did do it one time off camera, but it leaves you 1 HP. Just a heads up, if you do that attack, you better win. Look at that. Ooh, the knockback into assault rain. That looks so good. Also, one of the best looking assault rains in the game. So in this one, I decided to test my abilities against the new AI, and I'm doing just a 3v1. I want to say I fight Gohan, Gotenks, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but I don't remember. Again, this is going to be me reacting to gameplay as we see everything. Because again, when we recorded this, we did not have a chance to actually live record. We can only just capture gameplay. But hey, better than nothing, you know? Okay, by the way, that hit felt like he knocked the air out of me. There's certain attacks when they do a knockback, I feel like they do way more stamina damage to you, so it takes more time to recover. Which I think, again, is going to be important when you're trying to gather ki. So right here, he swaps into Goku, I believe. Yep. And I think this is when I decided to transform. Yeah. I transformed into BUU tanks. Where we're just hanging out. And just like we saw in past Tenkaichi games, it does change your movesets. So you gain brand new moves. I believe this one we have, his ultimate was just like a super Kamehameha. He has the donut attack, and I believe it's just, what was it? Galactic Donut and, yeah, super Kamehameha, and especially in Canon is the other attack. Right here we see the Galactic Donut, trying to get some damage in while maintaining ki. I don't think I gained health back when I transformed. I'm pretty sure it was just as is. I don't know if they're going to change that. Because I know in certain characters in Tenkaichi, when you transform, like for example, if you go from like one of the cell forms to second form to third form, if I remember correctly, you did gain health back. But I might be wrong. By the way, something to point out, when you tag in, you have to find your opponent. So if you look around, you'll be able to see like the glow. And I feel like that might be annoying online. I'm not gonna lie, that might be kind of tricky online because it can give your opponent a chance to like tag in and just sneak you and get a full combo out of it. So just a heads up. So yeah, I'm just doing the basic combos that we saw in Tenkaichi. He was able to block some of that stuff, so either I didn't time it right, or there is ample time to recover, so you don't get like infinite combos and stuff like that. Like right there, we're just kind of vanishing, getting behind them. If you guys remember, the key to Tenkaichi was you want to be able to turn your opponent around, because then you can like do a lot of combos and just go into your craziest attacks. I believe that's just, yeah, that was just Galactic Donut. But take out Gohan here, and now to keep it canonical, we're gonna absorb him. I believe this is when Gotenks pops in, or Vegeta. I don't remember who I chose, but I just absorbed Gohan to make it look like I absorbed him after I beat him, which is, you know, you gotta make it a little bit flashy, you know. Buuhan I like. Okay, so it's Vegeta in this one. Okay, not Gotenks. Buuhan feels really good. Like, look at this man. He's just a combo machine. Well, knockback, we're gonna charge a key. I immediately wanted to do my ultimate. I'm like, wait, hold on. Let's actually get flashy here. So this is him doing his L2 circle, I believe, which is a power-up. Or he might have transformed, I don't remember. I don't know what the animation is. So I immediately want to see what the candy beam looks like. You guys remember in Tenkaichi, he turned into a little chocolate person, he's like running around. And here he just turns into a chocolate bar. Which I think it's so disrespectful. Imagine someone turns you into a chocolate bar and it kicks you. God, I love this character. I feel like Gohan definitely is at the top of my list of the character I want to play online. So here again, if you're new to Tenkaichi, just a little basic combo you can do. You can do square, 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 square. When they get the knockback, you just lightly tap X and step forward to continue the combo. And from there, you can do, continue with squares, different variations of holding, like square up, square down, key blast as well to extend it. There's a lot of freedom to do what you want to do. This attack is sick, by the way. I missed the first time. I want to see what it does. I thought it was just going to be like they all like fly it and they blow up. No, there's the animation that triggers. So we're gonna go ahead and do it again. Luckily, the CPU this time was just dumb for some reason and decided, hey, you know what? You're doing a video? Go ahead, do your flashy attack. Well, he did kind of fight back, but I want to get the flashy kill because, again, this attack looks sick. Again, one of the best looking Buhans I've ever seen in the past couple of decades, honestly, in Dragon Ball games, which I guess only really is Xenoverse because the last time we saw him in the game. Look at this, watch. They fly up and then they just like blast them. Oh, it's so sick. And then also the laugh track with the animations around them. Nah, bro, they cook with this game. They absolutely cook with this game. Now, we can't just only do villains. So, unironically, I did not get that much footage for Gohan and Vegito. But don't worry, my friends actually got some content coming out as well. I also got some footage for both C-Reacts and for Lotus as well. So go over there, and there should be more gameplay for these characters. So, yeah. But over here, we got Ultimate Gohan. And I gotta tell you right now, Ultimate Gohan feels exactly how his name is. Ultimate. There's something about this character that feels just right. Like, every hit and punch that he does just has, like, this oomph. I don't know what it is. Like, I was never the biggest Ultimate Gohan fan in the games in the past 20 years or so. I was like, the one against Cell, obviously, the father-son Kamehameha Gohan. But this one just, I don't know, he just feels right. I don't know what it is. Like, he just feels good. So maybe I'm just kind of like feeling the character out. I guess this is the first time I played with him. And I just go kind of default to my usual Tenkaichi shenanigans, punch, 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 dash forward, grab, or any variation of animated attacks. I kind of just want to see what the character does. And by the way, he's got one of the coolest looking ultimates. The burst rush is insane, which you're about to see in a couple seconds. I'm doing a nice little basic combo. I tried to do a longer knockback, but I messed up, but it's fine. Because again, we're finding a CPU. Look at this. This character is sick. When bro says, fight you, no, I want to kill you, he means it. Oh, he's so nice. And then this is a 2v1 as well, so I had him swap into Kid Buu after this to keep it kind of thematic. Even though they never fall, but hey, it's a BUU Saga video, okay? Again, you see what I mean? Like how his attacks just feel right? They just feel so good. Like, I feel like the devs absolutely captured how this character is supposed to fight. Now, when I was there, Dono did laugh at his super attack, his rush attack, because he does this like weird twirl, which feels cartoonish. I think this is it right here. I missed. By the way, something to note, the attacks aren't super trackable like they were in Tenkaichi. Like, I remember in Tenkaichi, you can just do a super rush attack like raw, and if your opponent isn't blocking, you will always get him. But here, there's a bit more, like, you gotta kind of aim, if that makes sense. So here it is. This is the time we're talking about. Look at the twirl. Bro, that's the most disrespectful shit you can do to anybody. And then into Key Blast. He's so cool, bro. Literally, like, this is the definition of the ultimate Saiyan. So, same thing again. I try to, like, just do the attack one more time. I think that was Burst Rush I'll try to do. One thing I will say I don't like I do in usual games like this, Arena Fighters, I don't like fighting next to walls. It feels a bit cramped, so whenever the game comes out, I'm definitely going to focus on fighting more in the open areas. But I will say this, it's less unknown with the camera in this game than we saw in past like Arena Fighters, like Xenoverse, for example. So it's not perfect, but it's a lot better, which I think is very, very good and a huge improvement for games like this. Because there's nothing more annoying than when you're fighting somebody. You guys remember in Tenkaichi and Xenoverse, if you're next to a wall, like, you just get cucked. Like, you just die. So over here, we're just trying to get the finish with the ultimate. Honestly, I'm kind of just throwing because I don't want to just end on a basic punch, and I also want to see the burst rush one more time. But that's it. You know what? Screw it. Let's finish it. We've seen it once or twice. It's fine. And yeah.
Any idea how much stronger I am?
Oh, he's so cool. And finally, the one, the only Vegito. Again, unfortunately, I guess I must have just forgotten, because honestly, I was grabbing gameplay for both C-Reacts and Lotus. So go over there, you'll see more of Vegito over there. But I guess when it came down to me, I forgot. I only have this one fight. Vegito feels great, by the way. This character just feels good. This is the Z version. I don't know if they'll separate the characters, but it didn't let me go into blue. Again, this is a demo at the time, so we only had what we had. So again, I'm just kind of testing out. I want to see how the character fights. I want to see what his animations look like, what super attacks he has. And honestly, his ultimate is insane. Ooh, the block, the parry. There was a weird situation where he decided to just de-transform for some reason against me. I guess Gogeta was just that cocky, but honestly, guess what? That's gonna get you cooked, bro. Again, I'm just kind of trying to feel the character out. I'm just kind of honestly pushing buttons at this point. I'm just super excited at this point because all the time I got a chance to play with the game, I'm just excited. I cannot wait till October, bro. Oh, it's so nice. But I'll tell you this right now, Vegito fans, you're not gonna be disappointed with how this character fights. His animations all feel great. Also, he has a really, really dope grab too, which I don't know if I did it in my video, if I did it in the footage I grabbed for Dion or Lotus. But you're gonna see it. It's just very like disrespectful. That man just be kicking. So again, I'm just trying to get like the cinematics here, because I know a lot of you guys just want to see what the ultimates and stuff like that look like, and it's exactly what you're about to see. You're about to witness the beam sword, the iconic. I think what I noticed, the best way to do some of these attacks is do some kind of combo and go into knockback. That wasn't a full knockback, but again, AI, so they let me just hit him. Obviously, if this is a real fight, you can just block at this point, but you can do like the stronger, longer knockbacks, and then go into an ultimate, and that's going to guarantee a lot of these combos to connect super attacks and rush attacks. But unfortunately, Gogeta has to lose this fight. He's my favorite of the two fusions, but for the purpose of this video, he loses this fight. But yeah, my overall thoughts is this game is it. Again, whether you grew up with Raging Blast or Tenkaichi, whether you grew up with Xenoverse or any game in the past couple decades of Dragon Ball being around, this game, they cooked, bro. They cooked, and I can't be more happier, man. I'm so excited for October. If you're as excited as I am, I need everybody to comment "We won" all over the comments of this video. If you have any questions, let me know down below, and I'll try to answer as much as I can. And I guess if you want to see the other video as well, then leave a like on this video, and then maybe I'll drop the other gameplay tomorrow. With that said, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, let me know any questions you have down below. I'll see you guys in the next upload.